What's up guys, Daniel here. In this video I'm going to show you how to play Crooked Teeth by Bryan. It's in standard tuning with Capo on the 3rd fret, and I forgot to record an intro for this, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the intro. Sounds like this. We're going to start off with an A minor, so that's open A, 2nd fret D and G, 1st fret B. You're going to finger pick this song, so what we're going to do is use our thumb to pluck the bass note, in this case it's the open A string, and then use your index finger to pluck the G string. We're just going to pluck those two for now. So pluck A and G at the same time, and then you're going to come back down and slap the strings to mute them. So all I'm doing is I'm coming back down and I'm hitting all the strings with my nails here. After that, you're going to switch to a C over B chord. That's just 2nd fret A, 1st fret B, the rest are open. So you're still only going to pluck A and G. Now after that, you're going to switch to a C chord. So that's 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B. Again, we're only going to pluck A and G, but you're going to pluck 3rd fret A, open G. So it's going to go. So starting from the A minor. From here, you're going to pluck an open G again, and then you're going to pluck an open D and hammer onto the 2nd fret with your middle finger. And then you're going to take it off and pluck open D. So G, D with the hammer on, take it off, D again. From here, we're going to switch to a G chord. So we've got 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret high E. What we're going to do is pluck the 3rd fret of the low E, then you're going to pluck an open A and hammer onto the 2nd fret. I use my middle finger, but use whichever one is most comfortable for you. Then you're going to pluck an open D and hammer onto the 2nd fret there as well. And then you're going to pluck an open G. So it's in quick succession. So again, E, A with the hammer on, D with the hammer on, open G. And now we're going to end on an A minor, but this time you're going to pluck A, G, and B at the same time and let it ring out, and come back down and slap the strings down one more time. So it's going to go from the G. So all together, a little bit slower. Regular speed. So that's how you play the intro as well as the interlude later on in the song. Next part up is the verse, which sounds like this. If 2 fill-ups is all it costs, I guess I'll make the drive down past the Texas line to make sure he's not alive. Dumped him off of a river bridge in the fall of '84. Word got out that he climbed out of that muddy red river floor. So for the verse, we're using the same chords that we did in the intro, but we're not doing all the hammer-ons and pull-offs. This time you're going to pluck the bass note, G, and B for each of these chords. So starting with the A minor, pluck A, G, and B, and then come back down and slap the strings so they mute. Then you're going to switch to that C over B chord. Again, that's 2nd fret A, 1st fret B. You're going to pluck that one, and then right after switch to the C chord, and again pluck A, G, B. And then come down and mute one more time. So from A minor to C. Now we're going to switch to a G. All you really need is a 3rd fret of the low E. You're going to pluck E, open G, and open B at the same time. Then come back down and mute. And then finally we're going to switch back to A minor and play it again, A, G, B, and then come back down and mute. So all together it'll sound like this. The timing can be tricky, so I'll play through with a count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you're going to play this progression all the way through the verse up until the last line of the verse. On that last line, we're going to end on G and then mute the strings, and then you're going to do that intro part that you just learned for the interlude. So on that last line of the first verse, it sounds like this. Word got out that he climbed out of that muddy red river floor. So again, instead of ending on that A minor, you're going to end on the intro. And that leads into the next verse. Now in the second verse, he changes the ending. So I'm going to play through that one real quick. Lost my bride to the finest man she claimed to have ever known. When she got to the parking lot, his knees were already blown. Love is such a mighty drug, a mightier disease. Bet he misses her floating past the barge with one eye and crooked teeth. 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 So at the end of the second and the third verse, he actually extends the chord progression to include a few more G's and A minors. So you're still going to play that last line the same way. Bet he misses her floating past the barge with one eye and crooked teeth. But now you're going to repeat G and then A minor 3 more times. One eye, crooked teeth. One eye, crooked teeth. One eye, crooked teeth. One eye, crooked teeth. And I just want to note that the timing changes once you get to that first G and A minor and then start switching between the two. So before we were going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The A minor happened on an and. But now when we get to the G and the A minor starts on the third count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And he does that extension on the second and the third verse. Now I already showed you how to play the rhythm part for the interlude. That's... But there's a lead part that plays behind it. That is going to be played like this. So there are a couple ways you can play this. First one I'm going to show you starts on the 7th fret of the D string, and this is relative to the capo. So you're going to start on the 7th fret of the D string, pluck that note, let it ring out, then go down to the 5th fret D, then 7th fret A, then 3rd fret A. Now you're going to go up to the 2nd fret of the D string, open D, then you're going to go 3rd fret low E, 5th fret A, 3rd fret A, and then open A. So that first half. Then we go 2nd fret D. Again, all together. Now another way you can play it, which is probably a little bit easier, sounds like this. So if you want to play it that way, we're going to start on the 2nd fret of the G string, pluck that note and let it ring out, then play it open, then you're going to go 2nd fret D, and then 3rd fret A. Back to 2nd fret D, open D, then 3rd fret low E, then you're going to play an open D, 3rd fret A, open A. So that first half. And the second half. And now all together. So that's the lead part for the interlude. Next part up is the chorus. It sounds like this. Your crooked teeth are floating and my lady's resting fine. 7 miles out of Bismarck is the backbone lines. I laid her down so softly and so kindly reassured. Love it ain't for taming, and disease can't be cured. Now the chorus, we're not switching any other chords, we're just strumming them now instead. So we're going to start on that A minor, and what you can do is strum down, down, and then you're going to switch to C over B, strum down, and then to C, down one more time. And it's pretty quick. Now when you get to that C chord, you're going to let that first down strum ring out, and then you're going to go down, down, up, and switch to G, Strum down, down, and then we're going to switch to A minor right in the middle of that strumming pattern and finish off with down, 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 up. So I'll try to play it a little bit slower. The timing is difficult even for me, so don't worry if you don't get this the first time around. So on that last line of the chorus, he's just going to strum a single down strum on G, and then you're going to play that intro again. So just play the chord progression a few more times so you can practice. And that's how I play the chorus. Now the last part I want to show you is the solo, and it sounds like this. So let's break that up into two halves. Notice I'm not using a capo anymore, so all tabs are going to be relative to standard tuning of the guitar. So we're going to start on the 8th fret of the D string, use your ring finger. You're going to pluck and slide up to the 10th fret. Then use your index finger on the 8th fret of the G string. You're going to pluck that note, pluck it one more time, and hammer on to the 10th fret with your ring finger. Then take your ring finger off and pluck the 8th fret again. From here, you're going to put your ring finger back on the 10th fret of the G string. We're going to pluck and bend up, bring it back down, and then pluck the 8th fret of the G string, and then pluck and hammer onto the 10th fret again. So it's going to go. So from the beginning. Now from here, you're going to stay on the 10th fret of the G string, you're going to pluck and slide up to the 12th fret, and then back down to the 10th fret. Then you're going to go to the 8th fret of the G string, back to the 10th fret, 8th fret again. Now we're going to go 10th fret D, and then back up to the 8th fret of the G. Now we're going to go back to the 10th fret of the D string. You're going to pluck that note, then go down to the 8th fret of the D string, pluck 8th fret, hammer back onto the 10th fret, and then go 8th fret G. So from that slide, now all together from the beginning, a little bit slower. And now regular speed. Now for the second half of the solo, we're actually going to start on the 10th fret of the G string. You're going to pluck that with your ring finger and slide up to the 12th fret. Then you're going to go 11th fret B with your middle finger, then 13th fret B with your pinky, followed by 11th fret of the high E string, and you're going to let that one ring out. Now from here, we're going to go to the 13th fret of the high E string. You're going to pluck and bend, again, try to bend the pitch a whole note. Come back down. Then we're going to go 11th fret high E. And then 11th fret, hammer on to the 13th. So it'll go. So from that first slide. A little bit faster. Now for the next part, we're going to start on the 15th fret of the high E string. You're going to pluck that note, then go down to the 13th fret, then the 11th fret, and now you're going to go to the 13th fret of the B string. Now from here, we're going to end going to the 8th fret of the D string. You're going to pluck and hammer onto the 10th fret, then go 8th fret G, then you're going to pluck 8th fret G, hammer onto the 10th fret, and then go back to the 8th fret G, pluck that note and let it ring out. So now starting from that 15th fret, and now the second half of the solo all together. And now I'll play through the whole thing a little bit slower. And now one more time at regular speed. And that's it. And that's everything you need to know to play this song. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. The link is in the description. I also have a bunch of other Zach Bryan songs if you want to check them out on there as well. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more like it in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.